Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parbrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Shri Gangai Nathay Namah. Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Dada Gurudev. Let's start our today's session. We are reading Gurudev's written book, Prophecies from the Holy Bible. And before that, we have read another book by Gurudev Shri Ramlal Siyag, Religious Revolution in the World. In that particular book, the entire introduction and the process, how to get initiated into the Siddha Yoga, how does Siddha Yoga bring transformation, what is the philosophy of the Siddha Yoga. So the detailed explanation is given in the that particular book, Religious Revolution in the World. Now we are further reading another book by Shri Gurudev Ramlal Siyag, Prophecies from the Holy Bible. In this particular Bible, what we basically are getting the information about is the prophecies made by the Christ about the Comforter, and how those prophecies made by Christ and other foretellers at that time and different times, they have prophesied about Gurudev, about the Comforter, that who will come, what will be the identifications. So Christ also has given the basic criteria to identify the Comforter when he will come, because when Jesus Christ said the Comforter will come, then many people will come to you saying that I am the Comforter. So how do you differentiate and identify the Comforter? Those who will liberate you from the curses and the problems which currently you are not able to understand. You are not at the position where I can give you that knowledge about yourself. At that time, I am not able to give the initiation with the Spirit. So when the Comforter will come, he will initiate with you Spirit, and you will be living in my kingdom. So all those things, that time was not right. The people were not ready, because Jesus himself was going through a very difficult time to make people understand that what is the real journey, the spirituality. So people were not able to understand those things. So there were very much differences, or the big chasm between spirituality and between the religious speakers at that time. So Jesus did not didn't say anything about the kingdom of the God, but he said, "You will be here. You stay here for some time, and he will appear." And he told them how you identify the Comforter. So this particular book, Prophecies from the Bible, we are reading the prophecies made by the Christ, and how Gurudev Shri Ramlal Ji Siyag is matching all the prophecies, how Gurudev Shri Ramlal Ji Siyag is testifying Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ said this, he will speak on me, he will testify me and my prophecies. Initially, in the first chapter, we read about prophecies from the Holy Bible, and now in the second chapter, we will read about. See, in the first chapter, there is very important information came. Toward the end of the session, we discussed about Patanjali Yoga Sutra, 8 limbs yoga by the Patanjali. That is most important book for anybody who is following the Siddha Yoga, because every transformation a Siddha yogi goes through is present. The detail is present in the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga. 194 knowledge threads are there, sutras are there, and these are what you can see, that you can count 194 sutras, or 195, 194 I guess. But there are hidden sutras. There is more hidden knowledge among those sutras, threads. I call them knowledge threads. But you can only realize those hidden meaning and hidden threads which are interlinked with two or three threads. If you read one thread, you won't get it. If you read the entire book and you really realize those things in your body, then you will be able to understand what Patanjali Rishi is giving you from within also, what understanding he is giving you. The most complex topic ever discussed about spirituality is third eye, about third eye. But when you go through the Siddha Yoga, when you go through the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, because you are going into the transformation and you read Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, you really realize what you are becoming into. Why Gurudev said you yourself is complete. Human himself is a god, but when he realized that he is one. Why he said that? And what real knowledge is into the Indian Vedic scripture. We just cannot imagine even it. We can read, we can listen, but when we really get transformed into it, then we are like, what it is. Okay, so merely reading the scriptures or holy books will not give you any transformation. But a guru, a master, a true master with the truth, he can transform you, and then everything seems very interrelated, correlated, and every hidden truth, yeah, from the every holy book really comes in front of you, and this is real magic. Now the second chapter we will read. Will send another comforter. Now the topic is will send another comforter. Now we will read about Gurudev Siyag's transformation. The comforter, we call him the Kalki avatar. And what was his life like? How he transformed into his true being. He was born as a very simple and ordinary person in an ordinary village, ordinary life, ordinary family. He has gone through so much difficulties in his life, but attaining his position as a comforter, and proving himself on the scale of a comforter, which Jesus said that the identifications for the comforter will be these. So transforming from a very simple person to realizing his goal or aim of the life is in the second chapter, will send a comforter. Now we will read about Gurudev's life. Okay. Completely and deeply engaged as I was in my struggle against circumstances under which I had to earn my livelihood. And those who are watching this session but haven't watched any other session, what I'm talking about the Siddha Yoga. If you want to know the details about the Siddha Yoga, there is another playlist on the channel Spiritual Knowledge Institute, that religious revolution in the world. There is a playlist of 11 short sessions. Please watch those sessions. In every session for 15 minutes I have explained what is Siddha Yoga and how you can get initiated into the Siddha Yoga, how it is so easy, why you should meditate on the human face. Sometimes we say, no, why I should meditate on a human. So why we should do that, the complete explanation in the fourth or fifth chapter I have given, and you can also get the detail. Easy to do, wherever in the world you are living, nowhere to go anywhere, no need to spend any kind of money on anything. Just sit at pleasure of your home and follow the instruction by Gurudev. Just two things: chanting of the given mantra, 3 words mantra. 2 words are common, 2 words actually, but 3 words, it makes the rhythm of the mantra. So 3 words mantra all the time, as much as you chant it. After that ajapa jap, you go into the rhythmic yoga, that self chanting starts, and then 2 times meditation, 15 minutes each times, morning and evening, empty stomach. These detailed information in those sessions have been given. Okay. Now it is very easy to get into the Siddha Yoga. So I have the, okay, I'll read it in English directly because it is for easy for me to um, speak English than to read English. Reading English is difficult for me, but I'm trying. Speaking is easy because I know what I want to say. Okay, completely and deeply engaged as I was in my struggle against circumstances under which I had to earn my livelihood at that time. At that, I, or for that matter anyone else, could have hardly imagined of being seeing leave aside reading book. Gurudev wants to say the circumstances he was in his social life, in his bhautik life, he was uh, so busy with the earning the livelihood for his family. And if somebody says that you should read a religious book, or even your religion, you read any Indian philosophy or Indian religious book, Gurudev says it was not possible for me because I was into so deep, uh, merged into my circumstances which were very poor, to earn for me bread and butter for my family. So it was not possible for me to read any kind of scriptures, even Indian, or leave aside the Christian Bible. That was, it was impossible for me to even imagine to read the Bible at that time. I was thus denied opportunities to read any book on philosophy of any religion. My own intellect has contributed nothing towards the changes that I have occurred in me and my life. I had to do sadhana, spiritual endeavor, during 1967 because of certain special circumstances. Gurudev suddenly start felting in when he was in his 40 mid 40s, or in his start 40s, 43, 44 years of age. He started fearing some kind of unknowingly death fear arose somehow. There was no physical disease, nothing, but he was fearful for his life. So somebody, his friend, one of his friend, he was palmist, and he told him that you are going through a special circumstances, or situation, planetary situations, which is called a markesh, and these kind of fear of death occurs during these planetary positions. So you must do the mantra chanting of Mahamrityunjay mantra chanting. But Gurudev denied, said no, it is not possible for me because this mantra looks very difficult to me, or the way we should perform it is very difficult process to do it. So I will not be able to do. Let the markesh or whatever the planetary position is, I am not afraid of it. So that friend, the palmist friend, also suggested, okay, you do not want to do it, you have another way also, another mantra is, which is a Gayatri mantra, and this is the process how you do it. So Gurudev Ramlal ji Siyag felt, okay, this is the easiest way, I can do this. So he started the chanting of the uh, Gayatri mantra with very sincerity. He said that why this all this happened because of my sincerity. I did not have any kind of demand by chanting this mantra that physically or mentally or spiritually or socially I need something for myself, ascension, or for the god or anything. I did not have any kind of expectation from my chanting. I was just so dedicated and so sincere to follow that process, that just save my life, that's it, nothing else, no, nothing I need in return. So he did it. He started in, in the winter here, Navaratras, we say, we worship nine different avatars of goddess in different form. We call it Navaratri. So he started on the first Navaratri, which happened in the end of the year, October, September, October. He started, and the palm is the friend. He asked him to do the certain number of chanting with proper process in the morning and the evening. So it was so difficult process. Gurudev once said, I was after chanting the mantra, but about a particular number, waking up in the wee hours and taking a shower with cold water. It was so difficult. Then sitting continuously for 3 4 hours, 4 hours in the same position was so difficult. Then when I used to get up after chanting the mantra, it was very difficult for me to straighten my legs even. So continuously he did that for the 3 months, and on the 1st January 1969, 1969, 1st January 1969, I guess, he woke up at the wee hours as he used to do the mantra sadhana, chanting and all. But it was completed, the process was completed, and next day it was not required to wake up and chant the mantra. But because of the daily practice, he woke up at wee hours at 4 a.m. And finally, he just sat up on the bed and closes his eyes and he goes into the deep meditation. What he realizes that he is not able to see what is inside, because he was a professional nurse course he did in some hospital. So he used to go with the doctors in the postmortem. So doctor used to tell them, this is heart, this is your kidney, these are the different parts of your body which you see, the colors and the placement of the organs in your body. So he knew it because of his profession for the temporary course he did in some nurse stream. So when he went into the deep meditation, what he saw inside, there is no organ he is able to see. He can see only the light and the cool light. It's not about the light we see outside, but the light which is very soothing. And he is trying to looking the blood circulation, his heart, nothing is there. His whole body has been transformed into the light. The Gayatri mantra, if you know, if you search over the internet, is about to adorn the light, to merge into the light, to transform oneself into that light which enable everybody to ascend, or for the where there is a darkness, if somebody is enlightened, the light like a candle. In a darkness, it's like a candle. So this particular mantra is very difficult, to attain, to complete, or to get the siddhi of this particular mantra is very difficult. But because of sincere approach of Gurudev, he could able to attain this siddhi of Gayatri Siddhi. We call it Gayatri Siddhi, the Nirankar Nirakar Siddhi. So what he sees, nothing is there, only the light all over him, and his body is merged into the light. Before chanting the mantra, before starting particular, this mantra, he did not know what will happen and what is the meaning of the mantra. Even he did not know about it. But after the transformation on that day, on the first day, when he said, this is the first time ever in my life I went into the meditation. So I saw I am merged into the divine light. And when I paid more attention towards the light, I could hear some buzzing sound is going on. When I paid even more attention to that buzzing sound, what I see, there's a insect which makes a bumblebee sound. I paid attention to it, and the sound, bumblebee sound, is coming. When I paid even more attention, head towards the sound, what I listen is the mantra which I chanted with my throat. I can hear that mantra is now chanting, and it is on so much high speed that I'm not, initially when I paid attention, I was not even listen to the mantra but the bee sound only. When I paid attention, I am clearly listening, this is a Gayatri mantra which I chanted is going on automated in my body. And when I paid more attention where this mantra is coming from inside me, it was not the throat which I chanted, it was my navel. Then he said, navel power is the supreme power. So he got the siddhi, attainment or fulfillment of that particular mantra, and now he transformed into that mantra. His body transformed into light. This is the transformation Gurudev went into just in 3 months of dedicated spiritual practice. So that was the first instance when he realized, okay, something happened which was very rare, and the people, those have sacrificed everything for their life, they did not attain this kind of position. But how did I get all this attainment? So once this happened, lot of changes started happening in his life. It's not about the material life that he started earning lot of money, lot of opportunity and everything. Nothing like that happened. Even the life become more misery, more difficult for him. But the spiritual enlightenment happened to him. So many spiritual experiences he started happening with him. So many people, those were into the spirituality for the name's sake only, they came to him and said, okay, what happened with you? He said, oh, I chanted the mantra and this happened with me. My body transformed into light and I'm feeling the spiritual experiences. Then they said, okay, it's a great thing. Now what you do, you come along with us. We will reach out to the people, to the world, and we will charge money from them. Like this way, you will earn your money, your daily your struggle with the family earning bread and butter will be solved, and we also will be get benefited. So it is all win and win-win situation. So let's do it for the world. So Gurudev said, oh no, it's not possible for me, and I won't do that. But they did not agree on that. They said, okay, initially he may not be agree with our proposals and all. So they keep coming in the groups, different groups, and try to convince the Gurudev, let's use it for to the materialistic use and all. Gurudev was so fed up with them. He said, please do not come to me, because it is like I'm giving gold and getting an iron, rusted iron from the people. So it is not a right thing to do it. And please do not come to convince me, because I belong to the certain caste, which is caste in the Rajasthan. He just tell this just to make them understand that this particular people, those are born into that particular caste, are more from the heart and not from the brain. So he said, in my luck there is no money written. I am here, I am born here in this caste or in this place just to struggle. So money is not in my destiny, so please do not come for the money, I do not need it. So they said, okay, you are being from this particular caste, you do not have any mind or intellect to use these things, so be with it, will not come. So after that they did not come. So this is how the first transformation of Gurudev happened. And after this transformation, he went into so much transformation that he was not able to cope up with the general life. Now that life was completely on the mental scale, was completely changed, physical level was changed. So this is what I know about him from his speeches and all, which is not written here, but just to add on to it. Now, I was totally ignorant of what results of such sadhana would be. It is but natural that people were surprised, but I was always told them that I was then doing the work which I should have done long back. What is the mantra siddhi and what is its benefit in life are facts, and I could not comprehend them then. But by my meetings with several people and hearing their thoughts, my own inner realization and my comparative reflections on them, I was able to understand these issues. I told all the people frankly that I would not at all in my life use these things for any physical gains. They, however, tried to explain to me that problems of the life could not be solved without money, and when I did not accept to their points of view till the last, they started saying that I, being a Jat, this is a particular caste in that Indian region, Rajasthan, being a Jat would not understand these things. It's not that I was not understanding their line of thinking. I therefore had told all of them on several occasions that it would be like bargaining gold for iron. None of them approved of my attitude, and therefore I got rid of them by telling them that it was not in my destiny to possess riches and that I was born only to struggle in my life. By having grasped the reality, sadhana became a way of my life, and the results that I got therefrom were in a positive form. After reading Swami Vivekanandaji works, the idea of seeking a guru look firm took firm roots in my mind. Swamiji has written that it is very difficult to find a true guru also in the present time. Therefore, no guru could attract my attention. By grace of the Lord, or say by his power, Gurudev forcibly summoned me to his presence and obtained my surrender. I had taken Diksha initiation in April 1983. So he got the Siddhi, first Siddhi in 1969, 1st January. To 1983, how many years? It's being around almost 14 years, 14 and a half years to be precise. Till 14 and a half years or 3 months, or April he went, yes. April he went, so January, February, March, 3 months. So 14 years, 3 months, he was just... Initially what happened, Gurudev did not believe in Guru. He himself did not believe in a Guru. He said, between me and my God, why I should make somebody in between, intermediate to connect with the God. So he did not believe in the philosophy of Guru in starting. Then, after reading the Swami Vivekanandaji, he understood Guru is not, the broker between human and God. God himself becomes a Guru to connect with you, to show his real self. it is really different. We must not get confused with the guru and the spiritual preachers. Spiritual preachers are different. Pope is different. Pope is different. Pope is being intermediate. Through him you cannot connect. Through guru, who makes you take a journey of your own inside, makes you capable of doing that. Like Jesus said, I will live with you, I will eat with you, I will walk along with you, will be in my Riyan of kingdom of God. So guru makes you enable so that you yourself can witness the God within your heart. That is the guru. So guru is not somebody who is a broker or intermediate between some kind of between God and guru himself is a form of God. And we have explained this particular topic in very detailed in one of the session when we were doing religious revolution in the world, that why I should meditate on the human being, why guru is important, who guru is in actual. Very complete detail we have given over there. Okay, so he was little reluctant to have a guru, but after reading Swami Vivekanand ji, his philosophy, he understood the guru is important, because whatever I have got, I am not able to use it for my even own ascension. I am even to more trouble after getting the siddhi. So how do I use this spirituality, the knowledge of the spirituality I have gained? How do I use it to prosper myself and the entire world? So guru was needed. So in 1983, he says, you consider it by forcefully, because before that he started finding the guru, but wherever he went, they said, okay, you have this thing, we will sell these things, the material is your, package is ours, we will earn money and all. So Gurudev said, oh, what is this nonsense? People, those are religious gurus and very established gurus, they have such a philosophy towards money, material. They are just selling gods, and they are giving me the offer that, okay, you have these things, we will package it, we will sell it like that. So Gurudev's belief on guru was so shattered that real guru is really difficult. So Vivekananda also told that real guru is very difficult to find, and he really has gone through those difficulties to find the real guru. But then comes the disciple does not find the guru, guru finds the disciple. And it is such a great philosophy over this. I just wrote in the morning, I have written a very long paragraph on why only guru finds the disciple. It is in Hindi. Someday I'll translate into the English, and I'll share it with you. So he says, by forcefully he intervened my life. Baba Shree Gangai Nath ji, he found me. Okay, now you are looking for me, and now it's time that I should come into your life. So Gurudev, Shri Baba Gangai Nath ji, Gurudev, our grand Gurudev, in 1983 he says, therefore, in April 1983, just wait, Gurudev forcibly summoned me to his presence and obtained my surrender. I had taken Diksha initiation in April 1983, and the cruel night of December 1983 orphaned me as far as spiritual viewpoint is concerned. My own physical father had left his body before I was hardly 3 years of age, and my spiritual father left me behind as a 7-8 months old child. Before Gurudev left his corporeal frame to merge in the Brahman, in the Brahmleen, in the entire Brahmanda creation, we call the Brahman, my mental confusion took a turn for worse. I therefore absented from my job in August 1983 and came home. Exactly after 2 years, I went to Jamsar, where Baba Shri Gangai Nath ji took Samadhi and he did his sadhana, tapasya. He went to the Jamsar, and after praying and worshipping at the Samadhi of my Gurudev, I resumed my duties. Up to 31st 12/1983, many hints calling me to Jamsar had been dropped, but unfortunately I could not understand anything about them. And then, so what he says, when Gurudev found his true Guru, Baba Shri Gangai Nath ji, the picture you can see over there, Baba Shri Gangai Nath ji, when Gurudev found the Gurudev, he met him, he initiated him, no words exchanged. In the first meeting, he just went over there, he saw these things, and he came back. Nothing was, no communication was done. Second time, when again he went to the Jamsar to Dada Gurudev. He went and bowed down to his feet, and Baba Gangai Nath Ji placed his hand as an blessings on his head. And the moment he placed his hand on Gurudev's head, the lightning struck on Gurudev's full body, like something happened in his body. He was so afraid that Babaji, what he did, he's a saint, he did something. What happened? So he was so worried about what he had done to me. So he was confused, worried, and he actually ran from there. He actually ran from there. So after when he came back home, he did not go there. In April, he took the initiation. Till December, this such big incident happened with him. But he was so afraid he did not go to him. And he got very spiritual messages to him that you must go to the Chamsar again. You must, because he was now enlightened, he had Gurudev's blessings and everything. So these divine gurus, divine masters do not communicate generally by words. They communicate through everything. They are everywhere. Right now I am speaking. If you think I am speaking, then it's not me, it's he, it's him who is speaking. So he's everywhere, he controls everything in us. But Gurudev, from April 1983 to December 12 December 31st December, he did not go to the Chamsar. And suddenly, on that cruel night, cruel morning, cruel day, 31st of December, there was an earthquake on the north side of India that shook the entire northern India and northern area of towards India. At the same time, because Baba Shree Gangai Nath Ji left his mortal body, Gurudev was so depressed after that. Okay, why I did not go there? He did not understand it at that time. So he went into further depression. That, oh my God, what I missed. Why I did not go over there? So he was so much tensed mentally. He was so upset. He took a leave. He did not took a leave from his job. He just got absent from his job for 2 years. He went to his parental village and started living over there. And while he was living over there, he was so tensed. What I am doing, who I am, what I am doing. The other people of my age, they are earning bread, butter. They are paying their responsibility, duties toward their family, their children, and everything. And me, what I am doing nothing. I'm so depressed. What is purpose of my life? Why I'm being on the earth? And so much questions around those years happened. So finally, he got a message or something. He thought, okay, I did not go there when Baba was there, but it's being now 2 years now. He's been brahmlined. He has left his body. I must go to the samadhi of Gurudev. And when he went over there and paid his respect, flowers and everything, and worshipped over there, he realized. Then he said, when a saint who did a tapasya, when he left his body, the entire power lives in the samadhi. And Baba Gangai Nath, it was very important for Baba Gangai Nath Ji to leave his mortal body, because Gurudev said at one time in the entire planet only one person controlled this power. Only one person controlled this power. So if Baba wanted it to hand it over to Gurudev, he had to leave his body. But Gurudev did not go to him, so there was no conversation between them physically. But now Baba said, okay, not this way, then other way. It will be more better for us to communicate rather in the spirit way than with the physical manners. So he left his body, and when he paid respect to his samadhi, went over there, the entire power, like being he is the charge, he is now the in charge of that power, that which make this entire universe move or survive. After that, his sadhana took the another transition. Now he went to the job. He started. Nobody, even after 2 years of absence, nobody asked him where you were, why you did not come for the 2 years. Nobody asked him any question. He was so surprised. Why nobody is asking? Because everything was planned for him. This is what glimpse of his life tells us, that he was destined. He was a comforter, but it is not the start yet. It is just the transformation to becoming a real comforter, which would change the entire world from the end of 20th century. The last decade of the 20th century will be the time when comforter will appear. But now it is not the last decade of the 20th century. We are into the 1986, because 1983 Dada Gurudev Brahmleaned. After 2 years, 1985, he started again going to his job. And probably in 1986, we'll read it tomorrow. He took the, before superannuation of his job, he took the retirement. Because Baba said, now it's the time for you to come in front of the world. So those 5-6 years, he did his own sadhana and realized everything. What is his life? What is his purpose? What he needs to do? So finally, in 1990s, the last decade of the 20th century, he started to work for the divine, as a guru, as a comforter. So we will read it tomorrow, because today it's been time already, 45 minutes. So we will read it, how he became the comforter. So it's very interesting, right? There are a lot of things with more with Gurudev, which we will, because if I keep on reading, then those hidden things which we know, Indian people know by his speeches and all, everything is not written in the book. So it might take some time, but we will have the full information. What he wants to speak, only he speaks. It's not about the book I am reading out. It's he wants to speak. So he does not need any kind of book. He is in my heart. So, but he will speak. What he has told us, or what we have got to know about him, he will choose the way to speak. There is so much time, for the last 2 years we are doing the sessions in Hindi, but English sessions was so difficult. So every disciple go through, the examination by the Guru, what work you need to do, where you need to do. So it's kind of promotion I got from Hindi to English session. I feel very lucky. Though not much people see this session in India, but this session is, I'm not making for anybody, particular body in the entire planet. I'm doing it. I'm sitting here for my Gurudev, and he is doing it for the purpose he will do. Maybe after 10 years, 15 years, or whenever the people will see this video, they will be benefited for sure. So it is his work, and he himself is doing it. Okay, so this is how Guru does the work. Now we will listen to the Sanjeevani mantra of Gurudev. You can find this video on the internet. Find any video of the Gurudev Ramlal ji Siyag Sanjeevani mantra on the internet, and you'll get the mantra. Videos with English subtitles you will get.
What does yoga mean? Yoga means a union of the soul with God, or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddha Yoga? Siddha Yoga heals, cures, or frees the body from any physical illness, aids various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity or tingling. According to Siddha Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. The regular practice of Siddha Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc., and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, 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 cling, Krishna, cling.
So this is the divine mantra by Shree Gurudev Ramlal ji Siyag. Search on the internet, you will find many videos of Shree Gurudev and you can follow the process which we have already discussed in many other sessions. So we will meet tomorrow at 8:15, around 8:15 or 8:17, because there is another session is Hindi sessions which ends at 8:05. So sometimes 2-3 minutes here and there. So 8:15 we will meet tomorrow Indian Standard Time, and we will further understand about Gurudev's transformation into the comforter and how he come in front of the entire world. Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Dada.